Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, we have a very special guest with us here today. This is the brand new MacBook Neo, and you know I had to get it because it comes in this very gorgeous blush color. It does come in some other shades that I also think are gorgeous. There's a citrus, there's an indigo, and there's a silver. But the real question is, at $5.99, $4.99 if you are a student or a teacher, is this worth it for what you can do? Because this is Apple's most budget laptop, and that sounds really good, but can you actually use it? And that is the question that we are gonna answer. So first we're gonna do a little unboxing because it's fun, and then I'm gonna put this through its paces and tell you just what MacBook Neo can do. So I've had this for a couple of days now and I have put it through its paces. I'm looking at the screen because I've written down all of my notes and all of the questions that a lot of you guys left on my TikTok and my Instagram, because I wanted to see if I could answer as many as possible and test out as many workflows as possible as well. My initial thoughts on the build quality, right off the bat, just with the build quality, I do think it is worth the money. This is a full aluminum build. The keys feel really nice. Everything feels really, really nice to use. So if you're looking for something that looks really beautiful and will hold up because it's made out of really sturdy materials, I will say I give this a 10 out of 10 for its build quality. To address the elephant in the room, a lot of people have a problem with the blush being very, very subtle. And I will say it is subtle. Like, as you can see, it is a silvery, subtle pink. I do think that's why they're calling it blush versus something else. If you wanted a bolder one, I will say the citrus, I think, is a lot bolder, but I will say this is a laptop that you will probably have for a while, and the blush is great because it's a subtle pink that I think that you could have for a really long time without getting sick of the color. So I do really like it, and I will say it doesn't translate as well on the camera. If you look at this, it's obviously pink. So I would highly recommend going and looking at the colors in person and kind of making your choice that way. But the real question is just how functional is this thing? And I would say very functional. I would say if you are an average user, if you are using your laptop for what the vast majority of people are using their laptops for, you are going to be just fine. It's going to be great with web browsing. You can have a ton of tabs open. I got a lot of questions from students about homework and using things like Microsoft Word and Excel and things like that. All of those run perfectly. I tested them all. I opened up a ton of windows at one time and it worked absolutely fine. I would also say it would be great for video calls, remote calls, things like that. In fact, let me jump into Photo Booth really quickly to give you an idea of what that looks like. And as you can see, for a laptop that goes as low as $500, that works pretty well. I also had a lot of questions of if you can use Canva, if you can use Adobe Photoshop, if you can use Lightroom, and I tested all of those. And I tested them all at one time and it works perfectly fine, no problems. So if you have like a light creative workflow, maybe you are a social media manager, you're gonna have no problem with this. Another big question I got is, can you video edit on this? And I will say you can. I don't know that I would recommend this for like heavy video editing, like if I would use this for long form video, if I was someone who put out like 2 to 3 videos a week, or if you're like someone who's an aspiring movie producer, but can it edit? For sure. I used CapCut on here and I made a couple of short form videos. Totally worked fine. I think the screen is great. You can also run Final Cut on here and it's absolutely no problem. I will say, if you've never had a video editing workflow before and you're using a laptop, no matter what laptop you use, you're gonna have to get used to managing your storage. Even on my MacBook Pro, I have to do this. I have SSD. It's really easy. You just plug it in and you put your files on there so you're not editing off of your computer. And that's going to make your workflow a lot more seamless, including on a laptop like this. So again, if you are a social media manager, if you have a small business, if you're putting up short form content, you're making a couple of graphics here and there, you're going to have absolutely no problem with this laptop. And the next thing that I have to address is gaming. A lot of people ask me about gaming. Can you run The Sims on here? Yes, you can. Would I recommend it as a gaming device? Probably not. Of all the things that you can do on a laptop, I will say gaming can be pretty serious and users really vary. So I would say if you're a casual gamer, then you probably could get away with it. I would say if you're a serious gamer, if you're like a professional streamer or something, maybe you want to think about going for a gaming laptop. But I feel like that's a little obvious. But if you're curious, can it run The Sims? Yes, it can. It can run a lot of your games. It can run your Steam games that are available on Mac as well. And if you're a casual gamer, you're gonna have no problem with that. But what I kind of think is the best part of a budget MacBook specifically is that for a lot of people, you're going to finally have access to the Apple ecosystem, and the devices play really, really well together. So there's a good chance that if you're watching this video, you have an iPhone. And if you have an iPhone and you get this laptop, they are going to play very, very nicely together. You're able to airdrop between things really easily. You're able to share files really easily. You're able to carry your FaceTime from your phone over to your computer and back, and it's just really convenient. There's another really great feature called iPhone mirroring, and you're able to control your phone on your computer. So if you want to be able to use your keyboard, you're totally able to do that. If you want to edit a video maybe that is on your phone, you're able to do it on your laptop, and it's a function I use all of the time with my MacBook Pro, and now you're gonna be able to do it on a much more inexpensive device. Like I said, it's a real quality of life upgrade if you're someone who's on your devices a lot, and I think that's something that a lot of people are gonna like. It's really nice to be able to like answer your messages on your computer, answer your calls, answer your FaceTimes, all in the same kind of ecosystem. I of course wanna give you a few of the cons as well, just so you're really well informed while you're making this purchase. You don't have backlit keys, so this might be a little bit of a challenge if you are in the dark, but you do have a full screen here that I think pretty adequately lights the whole thing up. I do like backlit keys, but it's not a deal breaker for me, especially at this price point. The other thing I will say is you only have 2 USB-Cs and a headphone jack here. Again, I don't think that's a huge issue because dongles are so easily accessible. You probably have them anyway, so that's not a huge issue for me. I will also say that if you do have a heavier workflow, this might not be the computer for you, but I do think that you know that. If you have a heavier workflow, if you are a really creative person, maybe you're a graphic designer, you're a video editor, I would look at that Air instead of this. I will of course say that I've only had this for a couple of days. It's only been out for a few days. So if you want a longer term review, let me know. I'm happy to do that. So ultimately, who do I think this is good for? I honestly think most people, your average user, is going to be absolutely fine with the MacBook Neo. They're very obviously marketing it towards students, and I think depending on what your major is, you could probably get away with this up and through college. So unless you're doing some like serious technical stuff in school, you're going to be just fine with this. If you're writing a lot of papers and things, you're really gonna have no problem using this. I mean, a lot of people used Chromebooks. So in a lot of situations where you'd be using a Chromebook, you can totally use this as well. And it's a really beautiful, well-built computer, and that will probably last you a very long time. Another area that I think this is absolutely gonna shine is for small business owners or aspiring small business owners. If you are starting a business and maybe you don't wanna throw a bunch of money at something, maybe you're learning how to use things like Canva or Photoshop, this might be a really great option. If you're just trying to take product photos and you just want to make a little website that's simple and you want to have a place to organize your orders and your order history and use as a back end to print out your shipping labels and things, this is going to be absolutely fabulous for someone like that. In fact, I really wish it existed when I was getting started with my small business, because when you're at the beginning of a business idea, money is tight and you don't know how much you want to invest yet. And I totally understand that. I think that this will be absolutely great for those kinds of buyers as well. If you have any other questions, please let me know down below because I'm happy to answer any of them that I can. I'm also really active on TikTok and Instagram. So if you don't see me on here for a while, it's probably because I'm on one of those. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It absolutely means the world to this little channel. I am self-funding this situation here. So all of those likes and subscribes absolutely help, and I will catch you next time. Bye.